Hello, Durud and Shalom. Oh, let me change this banner. There we go. Made a mistake. Okay, there we go. Hi, we be live. How's everyone? Okay, I have a lot of. This is not the what I'm talking about. The one that what you see on screen is not what I'm talking about. I have some really good videos from inside Iran. Things are getting really, really tense. Like really, really, really tense. Like really tense. Okay, so but we're gonna go over them. But before I go through that, let's just get an update of where the hell we are. Because when you come here, I know some people in the chat like don't know where we are when it comes to all the negotiations, MOU and everything. Trump fans, who said that? So let's just get a couple of updates. Get on the same page. Just get everything that we know is happening and if it's out there, people have access to. And then once we go through it, and I'll see your opinions on them. I want to see your opinions on them. Okay, I'm going to respond to your opinions in the chat, and then after that, we'll go to the stuff that I have for you that you're not going to get anywhere else. Anywhere else, at least not in the English-speaking media. I mean, also the analysis that I give you, you wouldn't even give that on the Persian-speaking media either. So there you go. There you go. Okay, but let's just see where we are really quickly, and after that, just a few clips, and then we'll see what's happening inside Iran. And also keep asking your questions because I want to make sure. How's my audio, by the way? I want to make sure that you guys. I want this to be interactive. I want to make sure I'm talking to you guys. I want you guys give me information of what is the main thing that you guys want to know. I get that from paying attention to the chat. Okay, my audio is okay. Let's get started.
Fox News alert, you close it and you won't have a country. You won't even make it back to your effing country. That was the warning Trump gave the Iranians this weekend in Switzerland after the mullahs got cute and said they closed the strait. The Iranians blamed it on Israel, saying they violated the MOU by waging war in Lebanon. More on that later. But Trump says if the Iranians don't seal this deal, we'll blow the ish out of them and then collect tolls and take 20% of their oil. Trump even told their president, quote, "You better watch his mouth or we'll take over the rest of the country." After the tongue lashing, the Iranians threatened to walk out of peace talks, but it was very different behind the scenes.
Yes, they did threaten to walk out, or at least there were social media threats that they would walk out. But we were negotiating well past 1 a.m. yesterday, so they didn't.
So, guys, this is very interesting. So, the Islamic Republic walked out or threatened to walk out. So, all of that was for show. All of that was for show. And, the whole like, oh my God, the deal is off. They walked out. President Trump threatened the Islamic Republic and they walked out. What actually happened is that was for the cameras. Arakchi and Ghalibaf not meeting, or like, nope, no, if Trump is threatening us, that's a violation of the MOU. We're not going to be talking to you. Bye-bye, talk to the hand. That was for the internal, for the Islamic Republic's internal audience within Iran, for their followers, for their fans. Like, oh, if Trump is talking to us like that, then we're not going to talk to him. But you could see how fucking desperate these fuckers are, the Islamic Republic is, because they were like, okay, let's go talk. Okay, they're like, in front of the cameras, they were like, yep, no more talking, bye-bye, talk to the hand, you're threatening us, this is humiliating, we're not going to stand for this. But then they told JD Vance that, okay, let's go. I think they went to, I think they're staying at a hotel or something. I think Ghalibaf came at JD Vance's door and like knock, and JD Vance like, who's there? Like, it's me, Ghalibaf. And you're like, Arakchi's behind me. He has food. We got some pizza. I got some drinks. Can we come in? And JD was like, okay, come in. And like, there's like 2 a.m. Okay, and Ghalibaf and Arakchi just went into JD Vance's room. They're like, listen, like, we had to do that. Sorry, like, I'm sorry. Don't kill us. Don't kill us. Okay. Okay. We had to do that. We had to walk out the room. I'm sorry. Like, can we just, we bought pizza, we have drinks, we had everything. Can we just you just figure this out here? And JD Vance was like, okay. Let's just talk here. Okay. And at 2 a.m. they were talking. And apparently they started calling the IAEA inspector at 2 a.m. like in the middle of the night calling them, wake up, wake up, wake up, things are happening, right? So so I think so yeah, that's what actually happened. So let's see.
Behind the scenes.
Yes, they did threaten to walk out, or at least there were social media threats that they would walk out. But we were negotiating well past 1 a.m. yesterday, so they didn't walk out. What we told the Iranians yesterday is when you guys engage.
So yeah, they walked out. They didn't walk out. Okay, they walked out in front of the cameras, but then they were talking. So guys, this JD Vance shouldn't say this. I mean, he should. That's good. I mean, actually, thank you, Vance, for once exposing these fuckers, because that's going to be humiliating inside Iran, because the regime supporters are like, are you fucking kidding me? You're still talking to the United States after President Trump came out and directly threatened that he will kill you. He said he will kill you, and you're still talking to him. Have some self-respect. You should have walked out of there right away. So they walked out, and now that JD Vance is saying actually the negotiations continue, this is going to look really, 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 really bad. Really, 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 really bad. And guys, I'll show you how bad all of this looks on the Islamic Republic TV. You guys know this? I told you this person is going to become more relevant. Say his name. Who is he? I told you. Guys, 2 months ago, I told you, remember this man's name, Sabati. We will be hearing more about him soon. And now you're hearing about him. Sabati, the most charismatic young member of the Paidari camp, and also a member of parliament. This guy is going places in his Durka career. This guy has a bright future unless he turns into a cutlet before. If this man stays alive, and if the Islamic Republic continues, both big ifs, right? He has a very, very bright career in Durka land. Okay, watch this guy. This guy is going places if they don't take him out or something. Okay. Oh, we got some super chats. I will respond to them soon. Let's just get real updated of where we are, and then I'll respond to the super chats. Oh, wait. I'm not sharing the right screen here. Let's go back.
Millennials might call trash talk. You can't. They did threaten to walk out, or at least there were social media threats that they would walk out.
By the way, guys, how do you like the new design here? Do you like it? Do you like that? Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. You didn't look at? Yeah, sorry, I was sharing the wrong screen. I went back to the right screen. But like, is this nice? No, not technical difficulties. I was sharing the wrong screen, but we're back. But before I play this, is it like what I expected? The whole chat. I expected you guys were like, "Oh my God, Armin, that ugly text at the top is not there anymore. That's so cute. That's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? Okay, you like it? Yes, it's very pretty. Yeah, I was spending so much time with AI. Okay, on Gemini. Okay, I'm trying to say like it was so much hard work, but AI did all the work anyways. But it still took a lot of time. Okay, it was still hard work. Okay, it was still hard work, even though it was AI. I had to spend so much time to make it get it right, but eventually it did. Okay, let me actually remove this. Okay, this is what the background is like, and now it's like this. It's cute. I think I like it. Anyway, yeah, it looks good. Okay, let's go back to the news.
But we were negotiating well past 1 a.m. yesterday, so they didn't walk out. What we told the Iranians yesterday is when you guys engage in what us millennials might call trash talk, you can't expect the President of the United States not to respond and not to correct the record. So when they say things that aren't true, the president is going to respond to it. I'm going to respond to it. Americans are going to respond to it.
JD just spent 36 hours in a room negotiating with the Iranians at Lake Lucerne in the foothills of the Alps. Inside, it felt like a
You know,
marathon.
it amazes me that they're like sitting on a chair on a laptop and just working. Like, it looks like a high school project. You know what I mean? Like, I always have this understanding that once you make it at a certain level, there are always going to be, I don't know, comfortable chairs and desks and multiple screens and like a very like, you know, and like a elegant way for people to collaborate with each other. But then this is the, you know, these are three of the most powerful people on planet Earth, and this looks like a normal, like a, I don't know, a conference room in a normal hotel, and he's putting the laptop on his lap, and they're just, it looks like a, like three kids in high school doing a high school project. Like, these people are making decisions about the, you know, the future of the, you know, the world and the Middle East and the rest of the planet, and they're talking about millions of people's lives at stake here, and it just looks like a bunch of, I don't know, it just looked like a bunch of exactly the same format I remember from high school. I don't know. So I don't know why. You know, my impression of how people do things at a certain level and above is like completely different from how it actually looks like in real life, apparently. I don't know.
But there was a lot of progress, especially on nukes. Stand by for details. The Strait never closed. Tanker traffic went way up. 17 million barrels sailed out Saturday. Like usual, the Iranians were bluffing.
We're doing very well with respect to the Hormuz Strait. We took in more oil yesterday than has ever gone through the strait. You probably see that we have an oil gusher. We have two things. We have an open strait, and we have a country that will never have a nuclear weapon. Will never, ever have a nuclear.
So, guys, here's the thing: don't believe anybody. Check the market. When it comes to the Strait of Hormuz, the market doesn't lie. Okay, politicians have their own agenda for what they're saying. So President Trump is saying the Strait of Hormuz is open and is gushing, and I think he's right. I think he's right, because boom, look at that. That's as a proud capitalist, that's what I believe in more than what politicians say. So he's right. Look at that. I mean, not 100% right, because it's not like the market is the word of God and doesn't make any mistakes. Obviously, the market sometimes makes mistakes, but that is an 11% drop. An 11% drop in a month. It's beautiful. Exactly. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love to see that. Love to see that. So yeah, the Islamic Republic is bluffing because the market sees almost all, not all, but almost all.
A weekend in Switzerland, and Vance is coming home with a straight peace plan.
We also wanted to make sure that we actually set up the coordination mechanism so that we could demine the Straits of Hormuz, so that when there are the conflicts that inevitably come up, we can make sure we work through them rather than that leading to escalation. And that is exactly what we did yesterday.
The biggest headline from the Swiss summit: the Persians are letting our inspectors in.
The Iranians have
okay, you know what? I like you, Waters, but stop referring to the Islamic Republic. You know, I can forgive people for calling the Islamic Republic Iranians because it's just custom. It's just custom to refer to regimes in power as the name of the country. Okay, we Iranians are nitpicky about it. We call it the Islamic Republic rather than Iran. And we're not going to come and expect every single one of you to call it the Islamic Republic. I mean, it would be nice if you did, but whatever. But calling them Persians, why are you calling them Persians? Why is that? What is that about? Like, what is that? Why are you? The beautiful word Persian, the name Persian? Why are we associating that with them? Okay, please, can we not do that? It's already bad enough to call them Iranians or Iran. Now we're going with the Persians. Okay, can we not ruin? You know, the word Iran has already been dragged through mud by people calling the Islamic Republic Iran, and now we're doing that. At least the word Persian has gone somewhat unharmed disassociated with the Islamic Republic, and now we're going with destroying that name as well. Can we not do that, please? Can we not do that? Wait. Huh. Okay.
The Swiss summit, the Persians are letting our inspectors in.
The Iranians have agreed to invite IAEA inspectors back into their country. That is a major milestone for the American people and the first step in permanently denuclearizing or permanently ending a nuclear weapons program. And
Witkoff added that Iran's letting in UN and U.S. inspectors. Trump says this is Iran's way of ensuring.
Wait, what? What?
nuclear weapons program. And
Witkoff added that Iran's letting in UN and U.S. inspectors.
U.S. inspectors? Not gonna believe it until I see it. But if that is true, holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Whoa, yeah, whoa, indeed. Exactly. I don't know if you guys understand the significance of this if it happens. I'm not gonna believe anything, by the way, guys, until I see it. Nobody and nothing, anything anybody says is like, I don't care anymore. Everybody is saying things, and then we see the thing that is happening is different from what people are saying. So nothing is true. Nothing is true until it actually happens. Don't believe anybody. But holy fucking shit, if U.S. inspectors put their foot on Iranian soil and go and inspect things, do you understand the level of submission and humiliation we're dealing here with? This is pretty good. I would like that. I would like to see that. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of disappointment so far. There's a lot of disappointment. I'm not gonna take those back. There's a lot of disappointment. The main disappointment is like making JD Vance say all of these anti-Israeli fucking bullshit he's going around and saying. That's like that is fucked up. That is fucked up. We don't want any of that, right? And we criticize that. But I ain't gonna lie. American inspectors inside Iran will be fucking humiliating to the Islamic Republic. These are, as they say, the murderers of our supreme leader. So not only did you not take revenge for them killing your supreme leader, this is complete surrender. I promise you, this will be an unrecoverable damage to the soft power of the Islamic Republic and to their standing within their followers if any American inspectors step foot inside Iran, and it could be verified that they did that. This would do unrepairable damage to the Islamic Republic. So let's continue. Guys, I am getting some messages. I'm getting some really good messages. Let me see if I could tell you. Ooh, okay. I think I could share with you. Okay, I'm gonna say, somebody, guys. I'm so proud, guys. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. You should be proud of me. Okay, say when I say to say, Armin, I'm so proud of you. Okay. The FDD is contacting me. The FDD, do you guys know? Like, that's big boy stuff, okay? I'm this is big boy stuff, okay? The FDD is sending me experts to interview. They contacted me. Isn't that no FDD? Okay, you guys know the FDD, right? The Foundation for Defense of Democracy. This is like big. We're talking think tanks. We're talking big boys. Okay, I'm being taken seriously by the big boys. Okay, it's a think. It's a what is that? It's a very big think tank. Okay, and they're sending me. I'm gonna say like, okay, let me just say I'm interested. I'm gonna do text to speech. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to say I'm flexible. Yeah, I'm going to be very flexible. Yeah, let me be flexible. I want to make it easy for them, okay? So like, yes, I'm very interested. Thank you so much. My schedule is flexible. What time works best for him? Yeah, you guys, we have to. We don't want to play hard to get. Okay, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be like my schedule is flexible, and you could talk to me whenever, right? Yeah. Okay. There you go. There you go. They're gonna send me experts to for us to guys. When here's the thing, when we have people, big people, like important sophisticated people here, I'm gonna turn off the chat. Okay, I'm gonna turn up, like, you guys no, we're gonna have the chat on, but I'm just not gonna show it on screen. Okay, because some of you guys, we need to be on our best behavior. Okay, if I have you guys on, it's not gonna look very professional. Okay, because you guys are gonna say things that's gonna be embarrassing. So you guys gonna be in the chat, but I'm not gonna show it on screen, okay? So, okay. I think that's fair, right? That's fair. Okay, that is fair. So we're gonna turn that off, and yeah, I think that's good. And you guys help me out with the questions, okay? Like, even though the chat is off, I'm gonna look at you guys, and I'm gonna try to. And guys, I'm not gonna be answering super chats when we have like experts on, okay? But I will pay attention to the chat, and I will, you guys could tell me, like, because we have experts on. You want to say like, oh, what this expert person has to say. So you guys could like help me out with the questions you think should be asked. Okay. Yes. So we'll do it. It will still be teamwork. It will still be teamwork, even if I have the chat not showing up on the show. Okay. Yeah, so people are saying, Armin, wear a suit. I mean, I don't have a suit yet. I haven't time. Like, I think this is professional enough, okay? But yeah, all of you should wear a suit, okay? Not just me, okay? So guys, because we're getting professional, don't just ask me to be professional. I expect every single person in the chat to be wearing a suit, okay? All of you, okay? So they're like, Armin, wear a suit. Not just me. Every single one of you should be wearing a suit on that day, okay? Every single one of you. Okay, wait, let's continue with this. Then we're going to go to the stuff that I have.
Trump says this is Iran's way of ensuring nuclear honesty. There aren't any dollars without trust and the dust. We're not airmailing them pallets of cash like Barack. After we get their uranium, we're unfreezing their money, but they can't use it for jihad. They have to buy American.
If there is any frozen Iranian assets that are unfrozen, then we have approval over that process. The Qataris have approval over that process. And then the money would actually go to buy American soy, American corn, and American wheat for the benefit of the Iranian people.
This pays
999. What are you talking about? Like, they're not going to get any money. We're going to get them soy and beans and I don't know what else. Wheats and corn. No money to them. Guys, what's the problem with this plan? What is the problem with this plan? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. So I know you guys know. I know you guys know. Like, hey, the Islamic Republic is going to get no money. No money. They're going to get corn and wheat. You know what's the problem with that plan? You know what's the problem with this plan? They could sell that shit. You guys know, when you like, we're not going to give you money. We're going to give you the goods that you should be buying with that money. You know that thing is sellable, right? You do know that thing is sellable, right? You know they could just exchange the corn and the wheat and this whatever, the soy. You know they could put it in the market and then collect the money and then go buy drones and missiles and whatever the fuck they want with, right? You know that, right? In fact, they don't even have to do that. You know, they could just give the corn and the soy and the wheat to Hezbollah, and Hezbollah could sell that in Lebanon and then use that money to get drones, FPV drones that they sent to. You know, the Lebanese. You know, I don't know. I mean, I'm no expert in Lebanon, but I think, and you could tell me if this is true or not, I think they eat, right? I think they need food, and Hezbollah could just sell that internally in Lebanon and just use that. Then they have cash, right? You know that, right? You know, if you give people food, the Islamic Republic food, they don't have to just give that to the Iranian people or put it in the market. They could just sell it to and raise the money and then do whatever they want. Or else just, guys, all the trucks, you just fill trucks and like loads of trucks with all of this stuff, send them to Lebanon, and you don't even have to sell it. Just let Hezbollah sell it, and then, you know, raise whatever money they need to for the FPV. Guys, the next, you know, if this goes through, I promise you that what we're gonna get is some FPV, is that what they say? Drones? Is that what they're called? From Lebanon going towards Israel, potentially killing or injuring some Israelis that have been funded by selling of this American corn and wheat and soy or whatever else. Food, American food. So yeah. Oh yes, I was saying the mafia steal. You're crazy. I mean, yes, exactly. Anyways, yeah. So that's, guys. By the way, have we not seen this before? Have we not seen this before? Is this not deja vu? Where have you seen this before? Where have you seen? Where have we seen people, food being delivered to an area for one purpose, and then people selling it for money and then using that as a terrorist attack to attack Israelis with their weapons that they managed to buy from the sale of the goods? It's Hamas, okay? Isn't it? This is exactly Gaza deja vu. We already know that this is going to happen because it's already happened. All the food aid that goes into Gaza that was already paid for, that had to go to the people in Gaza for them to eat. What does Hamas do with it? They take it, they sell it, triple the price. Not only it was supposed to be free, but not only it didn't go free to the people in Gaza, they sold it at triple the price in the market. And the money, the food became a source of funding for Hamas to throw rockets at Israelis. This will be exactly the same, except worse, because it's going to be billions and billions of dollars worth of food, like billions of dollars. So guys, billions of dollars worth of food is going to be sold in the market for billions of dollars. That is going to be Hezbollah FPV drones towards Israel at a much, much higher scale than what you saw from Hamas. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. We know that's what's going to happen. Oh my God, we got so many super chats. Let me finish this so we could get to the super chats.
Back American farmers hurt by the fertilizer crunch. So in a single weekend, a mechanism to keep the Strait open, inspectors at their nuke sites, and we're making American farmers whole with unfrozen Iranian cash. What else? Israel's going to set up a Hezbollah hotline. So whenever there's airstrikes, they can hop on the phone and talk each other down.
We wanted to make sure that we had the proper coordination set up so that if there is shooting, if Hezbollah fires at Israel, or if Israel responds, if there are other conflicts that arise in the region, we're actually talking to each other and figuring out how to stop the shooting, how to make the region safer.
You shouldn't be stopping the shooting if Israel is responding. Like, we should be, like, if Hezbollah attacks Israel, go ahead and try to stop them by talking to them. Like, I wish you the best of luck, okay? Last time I checked, the only thing that stops Hezbollah is killing them, right? That's the only thing that stops them. They're like, hey, look at this. Look at this. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? He's saying when Hezbollah attacks Israel and Israel responds, we need to be seeing how we could get talking happening so that they stop. Okay. First of all, Hezbollah doesn't stop because you're talking to them. Hezbollah stops because you killed them. Okay. If you want Hezbollah to stop, just unleash Israel on them. Okay. You don't need to do much. Just let Israel do its things. That's how you stop Hezbollah. So don't talk to Hezbollah. Kill Hezbollah. In fact, don't kill Hezbollah. Let Israel do the thing. They know how to kill terrorists. Okay. They're experts at killing terrorists. But when it comes to the other side, like, okay, how do we stop Hezbollah talking to Hezbollah? Not a good plan. How do we stop Israel? He said, we could stop it. Like when Israel responds, we need to talk to them so we could stop Hezbollah and stop Israel. Here's what you do. You don't stop Israel. Okay? You do not stop Israel. You don't need to talk to Israel to stop Israel because they're responding. They never start an attack. They always respond to an attack. And they have to respond big. They have to respond bigly. Huge. For every person that Hezbollah kills, they have to kill 100, no, 1,000 from the other side. That's how you make wars stop, by demonstrating deterrence capability. That's how you do it. That's how, go study wars. We have empirical evidence for this. You don't even need to rationalize this. This is not rationalism. This is empiricism. We have proof for this. Over years and years, this is how wars stop. By you crushing the aggressor. Not talking to the aggressor, by crushing the aggressor. Let's continue.
Allies and everybody else.
Yesterday was the first time shots weren't fired between Israel and Hezbollah since March. So we have 1 day under our belt. Congrats, guys. The question is, Netanyahu has an itchy trigger finger. How do we keep it in check until
he doesn't have an itchy trigger finger? In fact, Israelis never start an attack. How is it an itchy trigger finger when you're responding to people who are killing your citizen? If you're like holding back, hold, never start a war, they kill my citizens, I respond, I have an itchy trigger finger. I have an itchy trigger finger. They're the ones who are starting it every fucking time.
So we have 1 day under our belt. Congrats, guys. The question is, Netanyahu has an itchy trigger finger. How do we keep it in check until we sign the final Iran deal? Israel's been on the war path.
How do we keep him in check? It's a sovereign, independent nation state. Israel is an independent nation state. You don't control Israel, especially your main ally.
Since October 7th. I get it. And he doesn't seem to be ready to call it quits.
The Israeli Prime Minister.
I wonder why. Maybe because they're shooting at its civilians in Israel.
Benjamin Netanyahu said his forces are not leaving Lebanon. That is a sticking point.
Who did he tell that to you?
He said it publicly in Israel.
Well, we're going to take a look at it.
Well, what would you do to make sure that he doesn't?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do, but it gets solved. I'm a problem solver.
U.S. intelligence.
There is nothing to solve. There is nothing to solve here. Israel should stay in southern Lebanon. There is absolutely nothing to solve here.
Intelligence is warning the White House that Israel could undermine our peace deal and go hog wild in Lebanon. Netanyahu's under pressure at home to fight. October 7th, still fresh. It's an election year, and a majority of the country wants the politicians to lay siege to the north and full regime change in Iran. Now, this isn't Trump's agenda. Our priorities are keeping the strait open and demolishing the dust. Iran senses an opening and could use Hezbollah to fracture the U.S.-Israel alliance at a time when U.S. opinion of Israel is falling. Israel's been a great military ally during Epic Fury.
The best. Israel hasn't been a great military ally to the United States. Israel has, name me one country that has been a better military ally to the United States other than Israel. And this is what they get. This is your response. This is what they get for being the model ally of the United States. What is the message to other countries? What is the message to other countries who you're trying to gain as an ally if the best that you could do is still not good enough and you're getting this level of mistreatment by United States? Aren't you basically the signal that you're putting out there and out in the world is like, yeah, it's not really worth it that much to be our ally, a military ally, because even if you go as far as being good to the United States as much as Israel, this is still the treatment that you get?
But there's going to be some friction ahead during the peace process. Ultimately, Trump's the boss, and all the pieces are in place.
We laid a very good foundation for a successful final deal. The final deal is the house. We set the foundation. We haven't built the house, but we've laid a successful foundation to get to a good place for the American people.
Right now, Vance is still in the sky. Technical teams from both sides stayed in Switzerland.
My God, I can't look at this. Look at this frame. The United States flag and the Islamic Republic flag in the same frame. That is disgusting. As if they're like countries with normal relationship with each other. This is fucking disgusting. You know, look, I mean, I don't know if you guys are disgusted by this. This is the flag of the regime that has killed more Americans than any existing regime in the world. And you're putting it like, oh yeah, just not two normal states having normal conversations with each other.
Switzerland to create a 50-day pathway to the final deal. Iran has called the talks major progress. The Arab mediators are calling it positive. Hopefully, we're on the cusp of a new Middle East. Bombs and blockade turned out to be better negotiators than Barry, Biden, Kerry, and pretty much every diplomat in the last 47 years.
If Iran doesn't live up to their agreement, or if they're not behaving, I will do what I have to do.
Does that give them?
Well, they are not behaving. Well, they're not behaving now. What else do they need to do? What else did they need to do? They're not behaving. They're not behaving.
Leverage, the Iranians leverage over you.
Oh, you're so leveraged. You know, their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their leaders are all dead. Their whole country's a mess. You have to hear the conversations. Who wants to be president? Well, I don't want it. Nobody wants to be president.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox.
Nobody wants to be president. I bet you a bunch of people do. But okay, let me actually look at your comments. Hold on, just give me a second. Make sure we have everything set. Okay, so we got, oh my God, you guys are so nice today. Thank you so much for that. We got so many super chats. Okay, let's go through them really quickly. Guys, here, let me be so transparent with you guys, okay? I put President Trump on the screen right now so that if somebody comes in while I'm reading the super chats, they know what we're talking about so that they don't leave. Do you think that would work? So because if I left it over there at the very end, it doesn't this doesn't look really good. So I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing, what I'm thinking. So wait, let me like this. Okay. So I basically, now that I'm going to respond to super chats, I leave it on President Trump's face, because that gets more people like, oh, okay, these people are talking about the whole Iran and politics, so they will stay. Okay. So instead of just having to look at that, you look at this. Right. Anyways, we got 15 super chats. So 15 super chats. Then I'll go to the whole one clip from inside Iran, and then we'll go back to news updates, and then we'll go back to more Iran stuff, inside Iran stuff that you're not going to get anywhere else. Okay. Okay, let's see. Fleshy Interloper, thank you so much. Saying in before counter posted in before counter. Yes, you did. Yeah, so yeah, you posted that before the counter was on. Posted on school. Also have a secret shadow fleet report. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna look for that, guys. Sketchy is like always looking at. So tell us here if you can, because okay, shadow fleet report. Okay, I will stop now. No, that's pretty good. Don't stop. Yeah, this is really good contribution to Sketchy is keeping an eye on all the tankers. So I have it pulled up. Maybe we could take a look at it during the show. But yeah, let's go. And then Fleshy interloper with another super chat saying, "What is the mood on Iranian stream?" Oh, thank you so much for asking. It's interesting that you say that, guys, because look at this. I get to brag about something else, guys. You know, I'm a big boy now. I'm serious. Look at this. Let me show you something else to brag about. You know what we did on the Persian channel today? Do you guys want to know? Do you guys want to know? I did something very, very serious. Look at this. I had a show with no other than, why is this like that? Here, Nejat Bahrami. Okay. So I had a show on the Persian channel with Nejat Bahrami. Okay. This was on the Persian channel that I just had. And you guys don't know who Nejat Bahrami is, but the reason why I'm so proud of doing this is because Nejat Bahrami is an advisor to Prince Reza Pahlavi and part of Nufti and part of the writer of the emergency plan for Prince Reza Pahlavi. So he is one of the main advisors to Prince Reza Pahlavi on Iran Prosperity Project. Okay, so you might look at this and you're like, well, then Armin, why are you talking if you have such an important guest on? Why are you the one who's doing the talking and he's not talking? Shouldn't you be letting this important guest to be speaking? Well, here's the thing. He's not my guest. I was his guest. I had the honor of him inviting me to interview me. That's pretty big. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, he wanted to know my opinion. Okay, so one of the main advisors to Princess Pahlavi wanted to know my opinion. I was like, oh my God. What an honor. This is why I'm like, I'm not being rude. It's not me like, Armin, why are you just talking? Because he asked a question. He's asking questions, so I'm answering. So today was such a, so you asked me what was the mood on the stream. Well, I couldn't pay attention to the chat because I was answering questions. So I'll ask me again tomorrow. But yeah, so that was like such an honor, you know. Okay. Anyways. It is a big honor. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right. Okay. So William, thank you so much for the super chat saying JD is too soft to be president. Well, he has the highest chance right now, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you though. I do agree with you. Let me show you. Oh my God. Unfortunately, nope, not that one. JD Vance. Okay, here. Election winner for 2028. So if you look at this, if you look at Polymarket, right now, JD Vance is at 20%. Gavin Newsom is at 15%. Marco Rubio is at 14%. So yeah, JD Vance has the highest chance. It's still less than 50%. So that's good, but it's also the highest. So oh wait, you're not even seeing what I'm showing you because of the super chat, right? So this is, yeah, see, it's at 20%. And guys, here's the thing: he recently had a jump. Why the hell did he recently have a jump? If anything, I thought that his BS means that he would have a drop, but he had a jump instead. So he's at 20% now. We need to pump the Marco Rubio stock, guys. Marco Rubio is at 14. JD Vance is at 20. So that is not good. I mean, it's still far away, so things are going to change, obviously. But just wanted to show you to you guys. Anyways, he still seems to think that he can play nice with the scumbags. He should have said, "Oh, you don't want to negotiate? Okay, then turn around and walked away." The problem is he's trying to appeal to the isolationists. He's appealing to the isolationists. So that's why that wouldn't work. because he's trying to get elected for president, and that if he did that, they wouldn't like it. Right? Okay, let's go to the next super chat. Shauna, thank you so much for the super chat. Shauna saying, so this guy going places should be going to a big party hosted by the Mossad, free pagers, lots of fireworks in Minecraft. Yes. Yeah, yes. Yes, you're talking about Sabati, which we will get to right after this. And thank you, Shauna. And Nail Bunny with a super chat saying, wear a suit, nice linen jacket over a white shirt. I'm just gonna wear something like I don't have it, guys. I'm gonna go shopping at some point. But I'm just so busy. But yeah, I will do all of that at some point. But I think like I've seen, you watch Preston Stewart. He interviews big people like this, and he's wearing a t-shirt, and his channel is doing really good. So yeah, Preston Stewart is like a really good channel, and he's interviews the same people from FDD, and he's always wearing a t-shirt, and his channel is doing fine. But I will move towards that at some point. Right? No, I don't want to do online shopping. I want to go and put things on in the shop. I need an excuse to get out, And Shauna, thank you so much for the super chat saying, okay, wear my best three-piece suit. Okay, yours. Oh, you're wearing it. Okay. Okay, wearing my best three-piece suit with a bow tie. You have that, Shauna? Okay, now I want to see. You have that? Okay. That's impressive. I'm just kidding. See, guys, look at this. This is the guy that convinced me that I need to wear a suit. Look at his profile picture. I've never looked that good. And maybe I should try looking that good. So that's me, by the way, but he put a suit on me or something. So I need to do that. So your shadow, thank you so much. I mean, oh yeah, now the username makes sense. Thank you so much for the super chat saying everyone know I'm irresistible. What? Looking like that? Wink, wink. Okay. Now this person turned from an inspiration to competition. Jesus Christ. This is a different version of me that now I feel that I this is a threat. This person. Yeah, this person is a more handsome version of me. Damn it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Shana saying, no American food for Durkas. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is the American food is going to be sold for not just for the Durka, but to be spent on the Durka ways. And then Flesh Interloper, thank you so much, saying Trump is a hustler. He knows. JD doesn't know. Well, then why is President Trump allowing JD to come out and do all the talking? I know some people are saying this is a trap. This is a trap so that JD falls, like he loses his popularity. I don't know. It's again another 5D chess move. Again, we'll see when we see it. I mean, I don't want to do everything being a 5D chess move, behind the scenes, kind of like planning, and this is all based on I don't want to go that far. Okay, but I don't want to completely also deny it. I think we'll just see what we'll see when it happens, rather than predicting what's going to happen in the future, unless it's about the Islamic Republic politics, because I'm really good at that. Okay. But when it comes to all of this stuff, let's stop with the predictions and let's stop with completely, guys. Do you agree? I think we should not go too far on each side. Okay, we should be somewhere in the middle. I don't know how we're in the middle, but somewhere in the middle. I think too many people think that this is 5D 50D chess plan, and everything has a purpose and everything has been planned way before time and everything will make sense. That's too far on one end. Okay, and some people are too far on the other end. I think everything is exactly as we see it. What you see is exactly what's happening. And I think that's too far on the other end. Right? I think the best position is to say maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, and we'll see. But the things that have already happened, we could judge that. Okay? So for example, all of these nasty attacks on Israel, that is already happening. And it's not good. And we should be defending Israel. So that has already happened. Okay, it's not about will it happen, will not happen. Oh, is there something happening behind the scenes? It's like it's not behind the scenes. It's right in front of our eyes. Israel is being attacked, right? So we could be sure about that and respond accordingly. These other stuff, we could be like, it could be this, it could be this, it could be that, but we don't know. We don't fucking know. Like, stop. We should stop like predicting the future as if we know exactly what's happening behind the scenes. We don't know. We don't know. What we know is what has already happened. How is that? Is that a good policy? Not to go too extreme on each of these ends? I think that's a good policy. And then we got another supreme chat from Nail Bunny. Thank you so much. Saying all the food could be delivered by the 101st Airborne Special Delivery to the Iranian people. Okay, I think this is a threat, right? Okay, so yeah, is it food that you're delivering or bombs? I don't know, but it better be. Yeah, I would rather if it was bombs. But if it's food, they could just sell it in the market and raise money and then turn it into drones. But if you mean what I think you mean, then I hope so. You're right. Justin with a super chat saying, Armin. Oh no, Armin is saying this, quoting me. Armin, what about the theory? Oh no, this is directed at me. Once the invoices or funds from Islamic Republic selling the oil get to the US controlled escrow account, Trump then makes up whatever excuse to go back to kinetic action, basically a bait and switch plan. Well, I mean, I hope that President Trump, here's the thing, it is very possible that Trump is just buying time. So guys, the best case scenario for a 5D chess plan thing, okay? And I tell you, even if this is the best case scenario and the problems with it, the best case scenario is that President Trump is just buying time for the midterms, and then right after the midterms, we're gonna go to like boom boom and killing these motherfuckers left and right. That is the best case scenario. Okay. The problem is that even if in this case scenario, the Islamic Republic will get a lot of funds, like for terrorism, and Israel is being dragged through the mud and attacked and is soft power challenged in the middle of all of this. So even in the best case scenario, we have some damage control that we need to do, like a lot of damage control, right? But that would be great. Like that would be like worthwhile waiting for all of this. If the United States is like, let's just get through the midterms and then go fuck these people up. You know what? I'm gonna like, okay, good. Like it was worth waiting for that. Even though we got so much damage against Israel and so much release of funds to the Islamic Republic, because guys, the fund release has already, like, the Islamic Republic has already made a lot of money from selling oil. Like it's not like, oh, will this happen? Will that happen? No, it has already happened. They already got shit ton of money. Okay, it's over. They have done. It has already happened, right? Especially from the blockade removal, it's done, right? So these are damage. This is damage to us, right? With regards to what you're saying, you don't need a plan. You don't need a trap for that. Like this is a bait and switch. Like why would you need a bait and switch? Like why would you need a bait for that? You don't need a bait for that. Okay, you just fuck them up when you want to fuck them up. If you mean that you're giving them food to buy time, so that eventually then later you could like attack them. Like your bait will work if it helps the United States. I think it's not bait. I think it's just the best case scenario is buying time. The best case scenario is buying time, not bait. Because how could this help? How would that help with the kinetic operations? It doesn't help with the kinetic operations. The bomb is not going to explode harder because they think they're getting food, right? You just blow these fuckers up, right? That's what you do. Like they're already there, like sitting ducks, and you could just take them out. It doesn't need a bait. Like if you have a fish in a barrel, in a tiny, tiny barrel like this, and you could just grab it, then why? Like what bait do I need? I don't need a bait. I can just grab the fish. And thank you for the super chat. And then Adki with the super chat, thank you so much, saying, remember when Chamberlain, I always have a tongue twister for that, told Hitler to stop? Yeah, it worked. It worked. Did it work? It worked. It worked. Guys, comparing World War I and World War II is exactly how you can tell what works. I know it's anecdotal and it's just a sample size of one. A sample size of 1 doesn't get you a scientifically valuable information. But I'm using this as an example. But if you actually look at the empirical evidence for all wars in history, it's exactly the difference between World War I and World War II. World War I ended with a treaty and an agreement that everybody's going to behave and everybody's going to go home and we're going to stop fighting each other. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, it didn't work because and that's why we call it World War I. That's why we call World War I, because there was a second part, right? Because it didn't work. Because sitting around the table and be like, let's all stop attacking each other. Okay, it's not going to fix the issues that you had with each other. World War II brought long-lasting peace because you fucked up your enemy. You crushed them in a way that they couldn't get back up. All right. That's how you bring peace, by making sure the other side doesn't exist. Okay. You bring peace not by negotiating with the aggressor. You bring peace by eliminating the aggressor. Every fucking time. That's how you bring peace. Every fucking time. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I guess it's not just names that I suck at. Did I say World War I and World War II? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I meant World War 10 and 11. Shit. I keep getting these wrongs. World War 10 and World War 11. Fucking hell. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah. I need to get my facts right. Okay, Amir, thank you so much for the super chat saying, Armin Rand, been a while. Let me max my volume. Okay, be careful though. Be careful with your eardrums. And then push-ups. Thank you for the super chat saying, but Armin, what about the soybeans we can sell now? Oh my god. Great job. Yes, great job. Okay. Yes. I had an impression that this was all about removing the Islamic Republic's enrichment ability, not letting them enrich uranium ever again, not letting them have ballistic missiles, and stopping them from, supporting terrorist groups around the region. I was sorry, guys. I suck at politics apparently. Okay, I didn't know it was about selling soybeans. Why didn't you tell me then? Oh my god, guys, you should have told me that this was about selling soybeans, because apparently now we're saying, okay, they could enrich uranium a little bit. It's fine. I mean, let them have some. I mean, it's so unreasonable for them to have ballistic missiles. Saudi Arabia has them, so they should have them. I mean, it's not like we said that we're going to stop them from having ballistic missiles like 1,000 times. Now we're saying, like, why not let them have them? Let them enrich uranium a tiny bit. And yeah, Hezbollah. Stop Hezbollah. Should we, like, instead of getting Islamic Republic to stop supporting Hezbollah, we're going to support Hezbollah. We went from Islamic Republic, stop supporting Hezbollah. We went to, how about you support you don't support Hezbollah because we're going to do it for you. So the enrichment of uranium, let them enrich tiny bit. Missiles, let them have some. And supporting for proxies, we'll do it ourselves. We're going to be a greater force stopping Israel from attacking Hezbollah than the Islamic Republic could ever be. Right? Because, guys, the whole point of trying to get the Islamic Republic to stop supporting Hezbollah is that we could push back Hezbollah. But instead of getting that, we're getting the American power supporting Hezbollah. I mean, the Islamic Republic itself could never be such an effective force for supporting Hezbollah than the United States of America holding Israel back. That is the best support Hezbollah could ever get. So if this is 5D chess, it better be 5 million D chess. So, you need to You need to, like, I'm not saying it's not, but if it is, okay, if it is, it needs to be a checkmate for the history books, okay? It needs to be something so big that would justify all of this. Releasing billions of dollars to the Islamic Republic and attacking Israel at this high of a level. If this is all some 5D chess move, it better be something huge. Like, we better get some really, really unbelievably amazing results for us to be like, okay. Because so far, we're losing every single on the chessboard. Everything, we're losing a lot of it. This is yeah. Guys, we're saying Islamic. The White House has, from the mouth of the President of the United States, we have got the official recognition that the Islamic Republic, has the right apparently to enrich uranium, tiny bit, and they should have ballistic missiles because everybody gets to have them. And also, let's not push Islamic Republic back when it comes to attacking Israel. Let's attack Israel ourselves. How about we attack Israel for you more effectively, may I add? So, yeah. And apparently it wasn't about any of these. It wasn't about enrichment. It wasn't about ballistic missiles. It wasn't about supporting terrorists. But guys, we got to sell the terrorists some soybeans. Are we winning yet? Okay. Like, if this was, like, we should have gone in saying that, right? We should have gone in saying, like, guys, we're doing all of this Operation Epic Fury, Economic Fury, killing the Supreme Leader and the IRGC leaders. It's all meant to be so that we could sell some soy. Okay. Yeah, let's sell some soybeans. This is the most effective way of getting people to buy soybeans from you. I have to say, if you're trying to sell some soybeans, this is the most effective way of getting there. Just buy some soybeans or I'll kill you. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Hey, any other countries? Wait a minute. We should expand this policy. Okay, any other countries doesn't want to buy soybeans from us? How about we do that? This is the most effective trade policy by the United States. Let's go threaten terrorists. Hey, North Korea, want some soybeans? No? Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. What's happening? Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay. Todd with a super chat. Thank you so much. Saying Tucker Carlson policy coming out of Jesse Waters. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I didn't expect that. So, also, Tucker Carlson is not Republican anymore. So I've heard. Should play that video at some point. Okay, we got more super chats. Thank you so much, Yusuf. Yusuf is saying Marco Rubio is so likable because he's not just anti-IRGC, but he's also anti-CCP, including having spoke on behalf of Uyghur Muslims. And on top of that, he knows his shit. Okay, like this man knows his stuff. Part of me thinks that if Marco Rubio doesn't become president, the silver lining is that he wouldn't be able to disappoint us, because, like, what if he becomes president and we have so much hope for him, and then we're like, oh no. No, why, Marco? You were the chosen one. Why? So I don't want my heart to be broken over that, right? Right. So yeah. Omid with the super chat. Thank you so much, Omid, saying, do you think just a facade to win voters for midterms? Yeah, I mean that is the best. That's the best, most optimistic take for that to happen. That's the for that to be the thing. For that, this is all just messing around and dragging it on and buying time to bring oil prices down before the midterms, and then wham, cutlet time. That's what we're hoping for. I'm not saying that that's what's happening, but that's what we're hoping for. Wyatt with a super chat. Thank you so much, Wyatt, saying Tucker announced he is leaving the GP. Yes, I saw that. Should we play it? Should we play it? Should we? Here, see. Tucker. Republican. Yes, as everybody's talking about this. Everybody. Yes, okay, here. Yeah, given that everybody's talking about this, we should play it. Let me actually finish reading your super chat before I play it. Okay, so we're gonna have to play this, but let me read your super chat first. Tucker Carlson announced he is leaving the GOP with others on the right. Who's the others? I mean, these people. Yeah, that's a good thing for the Republican Party, by the way. Take the trash out already. Right? Saying the left is talking about leaving Democrats. Okay, that's good for the Democratic Party. Maybe we will have a healthier both Republican Party and Democratic Party after this. Maybe. I mean, the chances for the Democratic Party to be healthy is very low, but I mean, some garbage is going to be taken out. Nick Fuentes, I'm assuming you're saying. Nick is talking about left and right forming new Zionist party that's funded by Islam, etc. You mean anti-Zionist party? So this is my understanding of what's happening. Oh yes, yeah. I knew what Wyatt, we're connected. I knew what you were talking about. See, I knew what you're talking about. Okay, so yes, that's what that would make sense, because it's not about, guys, this is what's happening. We're moving. I'm not saying we're completely there, but we're moving slowly to a situation where it's not about left versus right. It's not about Democrat versus Republican. It's not about that. You know what it's about? You're going to have one side, anti-Israel isolationist. The other side is going to be pro-trade, pro-markets, pro-Israel. These are the new divisions. Do you agree that this is like left and right is being pushed aside a little bit? Democrat versus Republican is going to be pushed aside a little bit. It's going to be more people who are pro-Israel and pro-free trade and pro-markets, and people who are isolationists on the other side, isolationists and anti-Israel on the other side. And the anti-Israel side is going to be filled with a bunch of Jew haters, obviously. And because Jew haters, a lot of them are racist, but they are willing to tolerate Muslims because Muslims are really advanced at Jew hating. So there's going to be some tensions with Muslims, but also some cooperations with Muslims. Okay, but going to be some tensions with Muslims because they're not, I don't know, white or something. But there's also going to be a lot of love for Muslims because they have many of within the Jew hatred is high, like at its peak in the Muslim community, right? So a lot of these racists are going to look past that and focus on the main race that they hate the most, which is the Jewish race. Okay, they're going to work with Arabs, Pakistanis. As long as you're a fucking Jew hater, they're going to work with you, right? They don't care. They're going to be willing to put their racism aside and just work with you because you're a Jew hater. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of unity. You know how you saw how we had for so many years the left Islamic unity. Okay, you think you're not going to see any of that on the right? You're going to see a lot of that on the crazy right as well, because a lot of people on the far, like Nick Fuentes, right-leaning people, they look at Islam and like, you gotta respect that, man. You gotta respect that. These people are right about women. They're right about, I don't know, using aggression. They write about Jews. They write about women. They write about Jews. They're right about using aggression. And they're going to be like, all respect to Islam. So there's in that party, that political bloc is going to have a love-hate relationship with Islam. So that's where we're going. I mean, we're already kind of there, but we're going to go more in that direction. Okay, wait. Let's play this now.
I would not support the Republican Party. There's no chance I would support the Republican Party. I'm not going to support the Democratic Party. I don't know what I'm going to do. But at this point, how could I or any American voter support a political party that's not loyal to the United States, that puts the interests of a foreign country above those of its own citizens? That's it's not possible to vote for people like that, and I'm not going to. And I think I've voted Republican my entire life. I worked at Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. I've been a consistent defender for 35 years of the Republican Party. I mean, very consistent defender. But there's no defending this because it's immoral, and it's exactly the opposite of what a political party in a democracy is charged with doing, which is representing its own voters, its own citizens, its own nation, and they're not doing that. So no, I'm out. And if I'm out, then I think a lot of other people are out. I would not support the Republican Party. There's no chance.
So guys, there's another video. I can't find it right now. Is Texas here? Texas troop. She's not here, right? But he talks about his Islam and his respect for Islam. So I would want to, if somebody could send me that clip. I don't want to play the whole thing. But if I could get that part, that would be good as well, right? But let me go back to your super chats. Thank you so much for the super chat saying, Armin, I think this is only halftime for midterm elections. They're all part of the process to bring oil and gas prices down. This deal will fall apart. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying that. That's what I've been saying. I mean, that's what I've said. I've been saying that this is about bringing prices down. I've been saying that this deal is, I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to 100% fall apart, but as things stand, it looks very, very difficult to achieve. Never say never, right? But it looks very hard to achieve this deal, right? Very, very hard. So I've been saying that. Myself. You heard me say that. You heard me say that, right? But even if that is the case, then we still are paying a huge price for it. We are still paying a huge price for it, in the sense that Israel is being attacked. Israel's soft power is diminished. Israel's standing in the United States has been received as a heavy blow. Israel is not being able to fight back against Hezbollah the way it should be right now. That, and also the Islamic Republic is already getting billions of dollars. They are. This is not something that if maybe they will get it. They already got it. They got fun. So that's a setback. It's not a complete loss. There might be a plan to this, and then again, if after the midterms, only if we go to like fucking these people up, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is what we were waiting for. I'm gonna come say that. I'm gonna go, yeah, exactly. This is what we were hoping for. Okay, but in the meantime, we have to accept that we're paying a huge price for everything that is happening right now. Amir, thank you so much, Amir, with the super chat, saying, can we brand Hezbollah with the new name as the colonizers of Lebanon, Hezbollah? I'm tired of hearing about them as if they were official organization. I mean, they are colonizers of Lebanon for sure. And the colonizers of Lebanon are the Islamic Republic. Hezbollah is just an extension of the Islamic Republic, right? They are. But we didn't. But we need to mention the name, or else people are not going to know what we're talking about. And every time we mention the name, if we want to say that and provide an explanation, then it would be hard to communicate that. But yeah, but I see your point. And then we got another super chat. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you so much. Saying sorry, I wasn't clear. Debate is you can sell your oil at market price if you agree to put it all in an escrow account we control. So then once we get those funds, switch back to Kinetic, they get none of that oil revenue. I mean, if they wanted to do that, they could have just taken the oil, right? Like what this is basically taking the oil with extra steps. The tankers are literally just sitting there, right? If the United States wanted to take the oil, they would just take the oil. Why, like, you go, you go sell it, and then you give us the money, and then we take the money. Like, these tankers are just filled. Like, there's so many tankers that are already filled with oil. They could just be like, yep, wink, and just take it. They could have done that. But they did it, right? And also, that's not what they're doing. What they're doing is that they're giving them vouchers, kind of like food stamps to buy food with. That's what they're going with, apparently. And then Sammy, thank you so much for the super chat saying, Yo Ali, Yo Hussein, praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. That's how you say it. Yes. Thank you, Sammy. And then Noah, thank you so much for the super chat saying, you are the chosen one. Yes, you're doing it. Yeah, I am. You're the chosen one. Yeah. Yes. I'm trying to be cool here. Thank you, Noah. Nechama, am I pronouncing this right? I feel like I am. Nechama saying the 6 billion plus that there's two pluses there that IRGC now has is not a facade, it's real money. How much damage do you actually have to do for the facade, for a facade? Yeah, it is a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. You know, now to be fair, the damage that has been done to the Islamic Republic by Operation Epic Fury and Economic Fury is it's close to $1 trillion. So you could defend the United States that like, 6 billion, 28 billion. Who cares? Who cares? You have 6 billion there, 28 billion there. We took 1,000 billion away from $1,000 billion. $1,000 billion. Let's give them some 6 and 28. Who cares? Let's give them that. So that's the defense. Oh yeah, Texas is here. Yeah, Texas. Thank you for being here. If you have any videos of Tucker, short clips of Tucker recently defending Islam, no pressure. If you could send that to me, I would be grateful. But let me just go through the super chats really quickly here because I want to go to this Iran video I have for you guys, right? And thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly, for the super chat saying, let's not forget all the Democrats and the media who refuse to support action on Iran just because they hate Trump so much and won't allow him a win despite the great cause to the world. Not one Democrat. There is one Democrat. So you're 100% correct. Well, you're 99% correct, Kelly, because John Fetterman, he's a Democrat that we go to every single time as the exception. John Fetterman. Yes. Right? Yes. He's the only. By the way, guys, the fact that we only have one example tells you a lot about the Democratic Party. We have only one example. Do we have any other example? Do we have any other Democrat with good takes? Or is it just him? I think it's just him. Is it just him? Yeah, there's always an exception. There's still hope, guys. There's still hope. Just him? Yeah, okay. I thought so. Wyatt, thank you so much for the super chat saying this happened in Germany in 1919. Yep, okay. Thank you for the year. And then William, thank you so much for the super chat saying it will be what? Oh, wait, hold on. How do you pronounce this? Why are you giving me? You know English is not my first language, right? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, discernment. The mental capacity to perceive, understand, and evaluate situations clearly. Okay, it will be discernment versus lack of discernment. Oh, so you're saying the Jew haters, the anti-Israelis, the isolationists would be the lack of discernment, and the discernment part would be the pro-Israelis, pro-free market, pro-capitalist, stuff like that. Let me pronounce. Okay, discernment. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, William. And then Nechama, thank you so much, saying, yes, you pronounced my name perfectly. Thank you for all the effort. Yes, people were actually attacking me. No, I'm just kidding. In the chat, like, Arman, here's a name. Here's how you pronounce this name. They wrote it in Arabic so I could read it. And thank you. Anyways, let's go to this dumb motherfucker. Where is he? This guy. Sabati, part of the Paidari camp on state TV within the Islamic Republic. Sabati, okay, so you know him? You guys know him, right? Yes, so by the way, the reason why I celebrate these dumb fucks is because they are really helpful to our cause. These are the people from within the regime that attack the regime because the regime is not being Islamic enough, right? That's why I love these fuckers, right? They're actually good for us. I kept on, I said, like, Mossad, if you're watching, don't touch these fucking idiots. Do not kill them. Let me give you a list of names within the Islamic Republic that you shouldn't be touching, okay? Jalili, Mir Bagheri, Mahsuli, Rasai, Sabati, Nababian, Raifi Pur. Don't touch these people. Please, for the love of God, for the love of Yahweh, do not touch these 7 people. 7 people, okay? They are this is one of them, by the way, Sabati, okay? These people are causing so much chaos and internal division within the Islamic Republic. And I even forgot what he's going to say here. Why is this clip good? Let me actually play it.
میندازم تو تنور میسوزونم. حرف ایشون میگه بله آخه مردم یه کششی دارن، یه نظری دارن، مسئولان یه فهم و ظرفیتی دارن، بر اساس اون باید کشور اداره بکنن.
متشکرم از شما. هرچند من از دوستان در حد 30 ثانیه فقط میخوام یک مثالی بزنم چون برای خودم اصلا جا نیفتاد. آقای ثابتی، من در محضر همه این دوستان از شما اجازه میگیرم که این لیوان شما رو بردارم. شما نظرتون چیز دیگه ایه. اجازه نمیخواید بدید که این لیوان برداشته بشه. بنا به دلایل و ملاحظاتی میگید به دوستان پشت صحنه میگید که این لیوان رو من نظرم نبود که بردارید ولی اجازه دادم.
Oh my god guys, I actually haven't seen this video and this is more interesting than I thought.
علیرغم رضایت خودم یک مصلحتی وجود داره، ممکنه برنامه و
ولی اجازه دادم این لیوان رو بردارید.
بله تا اینجاش درسته. بله
من تحمیل کردم به شما.
بله به من تحمیل کردم چون من رضایتم این نبود دیگه. من بنا به یه مصلحتی پذیرفتم.
نداشتین میگفتین اجازه نداری برداری.
حالا شاید اون یه مصلحتی باشه که اگه من میگم اتفاق بدتری بیفته.
اجازه بدید قانع.
حالا اشکال نداره، من نمیگم همه بعد قانع بشن. شما حالا دوباره متن رهبری رو بخونید، این حرفای ما هم دوباره یه بار بعداً فیلمش رو مرور کنید.
ممنونم از شما. آقای دکتر شما رو هم میشنویم.
من در این خصوص چند
Oh my god, guys, this lady is using the cup on the table to make a point. Okay? So they're talking about the supreme leader. So Sabati is saying that his argument on this panel is that the MOU was forced on the supreme leader. Sabati is saying that, okay? Because Sabati is saying in the letter from the supreme leader, he said that he was not happy with the MOU, but he gave the permission anyways for the MOU to be signed. The MOU between the Islamic Republic and the United States. That was in the letter of Mujtaba Khamenei. Sabati is saying the fact that he said that I was not happy with it, but I give the permission anyways, it proves that this has been forced on the supreme leader. This lady disagrees with her and she's using her cup to make a point. So let's actually see what she's saying.
از شما هرچند من از دوستان در حد 30 ثانیه فقط میخوام یک مثالی بزنم.
So she's saying like I'm going to give an example. I'm going to ask the producers to just give me only 30 seconds to make this point.
چون برای خودم اصلا جا نیفتاد. آقای
because I'm not being convinced by you, Mr. Sabati, that this has been forced on the supreme leader.
من در محضر همه این دوستان از شما اجازه میگیرم.
So she just said, I'm not convinced yet. So that's what she's saying. So she's saying, in front of all our friends here, I want to do something.
که این لیوان شما رو بردارم. شما
So like, I will, in front of all our friends here, I'm going to take your cup away from you.
شما نظرتون چیز دیگه ایه. اجازه
your opinion is something else. Your opinion is that you don't want to give me the cup.
نمیخواید بدید که این لیوان برداشته
You don't want to give me permission to take the cup.
بشه. بنا به دلایل و ملاحظاتی میگید به دوستان پشت صحنه میگید که این لیوان رو من نظرم نبود که بردارید.
So you tell the people, the producers behind the scene, that I didn't want her to take my cup.
ولی اجازه دادم که
علیرغم رضایت خودم یک
So I didn't want her to take my cup, but because of reasons I gave her the permission anyway.
مصلحتی وجود داره ممکنه برنامه و
ولی اجازه دادم این لیوان رو بردارید.
بله تا اینجاش درسته. بله.
من تحمیل کردم به شما.
So she's now asking that, does this mean that I forced this upon you to take your cup away? So you guys see, let me know if you're understanding what's happening here. So right now within the Islamic Republic, there's a huge debate that was the signing of the MOU with the United States forced on the supreme leader or not forced on the supreme leader? Because if it's forced on the supreme leader, the understanding is that Ghalibaf is doing a coup d'etat. That Ghalibaf is doing the coup d'etat and is taking over again the control within the Islamic Republic against Mujtaba Khamenei. So Sabati's opinion is that, yes, this has been forced on the supreme leader. This woman's opinion is that, no, it hasn't been forced on the supreme leader. So they're using the cup on the table to make this argument. They're saying that if you didn't want to give me the cup, but you gave me permission anyways to take the cup for reasons, does that mean that I forced and take the cup on you? And Sabati here is saying, like, yes, that means that you forced and take the cup away from me.
بله به من تحمیل کردن چون من رضایتم این
You're like, yes, that means that you forced it on me because it wasn't what I wanted.
نبود دیگه. من بنا به یه مصلحتی پذیرفتم.
نداشتین میگفتین اجازه نداشتین.
She's saying, but if you didn't want me to take the cup, if you didn't want that, you could have just said that I don't have the permission.
حالا شاید اون یه مصلحتی باشه که اگه من میگم اتفاق بدتری بیفته.
Yeah, he's saying, well, that might be because if I say that, something worse will happen, but I still didn't want you to take the cup.
اجازه بدید قانون.
حالا اشکال نداره.
So she's now saying, let's agree to disagree. That's what she said. So she's like, okay, whatever. Let's agree to disagree. So guys, who do you think is right? Sabati. By the way, guys, is this helpful? Like, is me showing this? Because this is really revealing of what's happening within the Islamic Republic. This female host and Sabati, who's a member of parliament within the Islamic Republic and part of the priority camp, this debate between these two that happened right here, it's a reflection of a major debate that is happening right now in Iran, in the Islamic Republic. And they just did 2 durka, 1 cup. Is that what we kind of call it? Yeah, 2 durkas, 1 cup. With the 2 durka, 1 cup example, you can see the two sides of 2 jihadi, 1 cup. All right, like which maybe people don't know what durka is. Yeah, 2 jihadi, 1 cup segment. This 2 jihadi, 1 cup segment that we just did is a really good illustration of the main debate within the Islamic Republic right now. Okay. So was this helpful? I think this clip was very educational. I think you guys just got updated bigly and on hours and hours of debate that is happening within the Islamic Republic. With one clip I brought you all to speed. I have another clip from this segment. Okay, here, let me show you this one. These are so good. Okay. Here, let me show you another clip. No, not like that. Here. Okay, I have another clip. Let's see what Sabiti says here. Let's make this bigger. Okay. Okay, you guys are funny. I will read your super chat soon. Okay, so let's see this part of the discussion. This was a guys. This was a huge debate that like so many people, political junkies in Iran, were watching this debate online, and on state TV. And I got you the two most important parts for you guys to know what's happening. Guys, nobody has this much internal information. Like no English channel is giving you this much information about your enemy. Guys, if Americans, Israelis, Europeans, Canadians, wherever you live, the Islamic Republic is your enemy, and I'm bringing you the data that shows what these fuckers are thinking and what they're doing, So this is really good. Like, I don't know if you guys think that this is helpful or not, but let me know in the chat, because I think like I'm being very helpful, because I need the West to see the internal politics of the Islamic Republic. Okay. So, and I challenge you, go find somewhere else that is giving you this. No, there's nowhere else that is giving you this. So let's listen to this part.
اصلی ترین مسئله بند 2 یکیش اینه که باز طبق متن من صحبت میکنم، ایران و آمریکا متحد میشن حاکمیت و تمامیت ارضی یکدیگر را محترم بشمرند و از دخالت در امور داخلی دیگر خودداری کنند. حالا جدا از این که بازم اینجا ما پذیرفتیم که انگار تا قبل از این دخالتی میکردیم تو حاکمیت امریکا یا مثلا تمامیت ارضیش رو زیر سوال که هیچ جای تاریخ ما شروع کننده ای همچین مسئله نبودیم. خیلی خلاصه اصلی ترین نقد من اینه که ماجرای انتقام خون شهید تاج قاسم سلیمانی، تمام فرماندهان ما، تمام دانشمندان ما، رهبر عزیز ما، همه اینها طبق این بند نقض میشه. اون فاجعه است. من نمیدونم واقعا عزیزانی که رفتن اینو امضا کردن رو چه محاسبه‌ای رفتن هم چیزو پذیرفتن. شما فردا روزی اگر به درستی انتقام هر شهیدی رو بخواید بگیرید، ترامپ، نتانیاهو، هر کی بخواد به درک واسه بکنه که باید ما این کارو انجام بدیم، چون اصلا این کار ضمانت اجرا اینه که طرف جرئت نکنه در ادامه بازم مسئول ما ترور بکنه. بند دوم این رو نقض کردید. من واقعا تعجب میکنم، هم از آقای قالیباف، هم از آقای عراقچی، حتی از آقای پزشکیان خیلی تعجب نمیکنم و بقیه از اون که تو مذاکرات بودن همین چیزی رو دیدن و امضا کردن. فاجعه است این بند. یعنی شما عملا دست خودتون رو برای اقدام متقابل و مشروع در پاسخ به جنایتی که طرف مقابل کردی بستید. من معتقدم بدتر از بند اول همین بند دوم.
So guys, you can see that there's a timer here. So this is the host. This is a debate between this guy on the right and the guy on the left, okay? And the guy on the right is unimportant. This is Sabati, like this, the Durka, the most jihadi people within the Islamic Republic. They see Sabati speaking. They're like, yes, you tell him, preach Sabati. Sabati is like the voice of the Durka, the voice of the jihadis. Like all the people within the Islamic Republic who are so angry with the MOU, and they're so angry with the Islamic Republic for signing the MOU. Their main heroes today is Nabavian, Rasai, and Sabati. And Sabati, because he's young, he gets a lot more attention, and because he's such a good speaker, he's getting a lot more attention. Okay, and I knew this is going to happen. So this debate is like a moment for him to shine among the like jihadi retarded people. Okay, but let me actually translate. Look at this. He has the MOU, the signed MOU in front of him, and he's reading what is it? Article 2, right? From the MOU. Okay, section 2. So let me translate line for you guys and tell you what he's saying.
اصلی ترین مسئله بند 2 یکیش اینه که باز طبق متن من صحبت میکنم، ایران و آمریکا متحد میشن حاکمیت و تمامیت ارضی یکدیگر را محترم بشمرند و
So he's saying in the second segment of the MOU, it says Iran and the United States agree to respect each other's border integrity.
تمامیت ارضی یکدیگر را محترم بشمرند و از دخالت در امور داخلی دیگر خودداری کنند. حالا جدا
And they also agree that they are not going to interfere in each other's internal affairs. So, guys, the segment 2 of the MOU signed between the Islamic Republic and the United States, it says that both sides will respect each other's border integrity. 1, 2, they will agree not to mess with each other's internal affairs. Okay, so Sabiti has a problem with that, and he's shocked that this was signed. So let's see what the problem is.
از اینکه بازم اینجا ما پذیرفتیم که انگار تا قبل از این دخالتی می‌کردیم تو حاکمیت.
So first, he's saying, first of all, by signing this, we have accepted that we were meddling in the internal affairs of America. Okay, which is weird because what he's saying now contradicts the second part of what he said.
آمریکا مثلا تمامیت ارضیش رو زیر سوال که
Like, have we ever done anything that to challenge the border integrity of United States? Like, why did we even sign this? We never did that.
هیچ جای تاریخ ما شروع کننده یه همچین مسئله نبودیم.
Like, never in history we have been the aggressors. Like, we never started doing anything like that. By the way, let me remind you, the Islamic Republic has killed more Americans than any other currently existing states.
خیلی
So it's like, first of all, that.
خلاصه اصلی ترین نقد من اینه که ماجرای انتقام خونه.
But he's saying, but the greatest criticism for this line is that
شهید تاج قاسم سلیمانی، تمام فرماندهان ما، تمام دانشمندان ما، رهبر عزیز ما، همه اینها طبق این بند نقض میشه.
So he's saying by signing this, it would be a violation of this second part of the MOU. If we want to get revenge, we have promised to get revenge for Qasem Soleimani's killing, for all the IRGC leaders that were killed, for all the nuclear scientists that were killed, and for the supreme leader that was killed. We have promised to get revenge. We have promised to get revenge from the Americans. And by signing this, we're agreeing not to. Right? Like, why the fuck did we sign this MOU? We were supposed to go kill some motherfuckers in the United States, according to this guy, not me, YouTube, because of them killing Qasem Soleimani and the supreme leader. And now you're signing an agreement saying that we're not going to meddle your internal affairs?
این فاجعه است. من نمیدونم واقعا عزیزانی که رفتن اینو امضا کردن رو چه محاسبه‌ای رفتن هم چیزو پذیرفتن. شما
So, like, I want to know the people who went and signed this, what was their calculation that they made them sign this?
فردا روزی اگر به درستی انتقام هر شهیدی رو بخواید بگیرید، ترامپ، نتانیاهو، هر کی بخواید به درک واصل بکنید که باید ما این کارو انجام بدیم.
He's saying if we tomorrow want to go get revenge for all our murders, and if we want to go kill Bibi and Trump, and we should do this, he's saying that we should be going out there to kill Trump, Bibi and Trump. Again, got YouTube, not my words. This is on the news. I'm analyzing the news. He's saying we should be doing this. We should be doing this. And he's saying, like, what if tomorrow we want to go do it to get revenge for the killing of our supreme leader and for Qasem Soleimani?
چون اصلا این کار ضمانت اجرایی که طرف جرئت نکنه در
Like, this is the only way that we could get the other side to not attack us. Because if they kill our supreme leader, we should be killing them.
بازم مسئول ما رو ترور بکنه.
So they don't come kill more of us.
بند دوم این رو نقض کردید.
And but we already signed an agreement saying that we're not going to do that.
من واقعا تعجب میکنم هم از آقای قالیباف هم از آقای عراق.
So it's like I'm so in shock with people.
چی؟ حتی از آقای پزشکان خیلی تعجب نمیکنم.
He's saying, look at this. He's saying, I'm so in shock of why would Ghalibaf do this? Why would Ghalibaf do this? Why did Arakshi do this? And then he got to Pezeshkian. He's like, I'm not shocked with Pezeshkian, but I'm shocked that Ghalibaf did this. I'm shocked that Arakshi did this. I'm not shocked with Pezeshkian. So he's like, fuck. He basically says, fuck Pezeshkian. That man is too far gone. We didn't expect anything from him. But why did Ghalibaf and Arakshi sign this letter?
بقیه از اون که تو مذاکره بودن همین چیزی رو دیدن و امضا کردن. فاجعه.
And he said, like, I'm shocked about all the other people in the negotiations, and they saw something like this and they signed it. You see, this is a catastrophe.
دیدن و امضا کردن. فاجعه است این بند. یعنی شما عملاً دست خودتون رو
Like, this is a catastrophe.
برای اقدام متقابل و مشروع در پاسخ به جنایتی که طرف مقابل کردی بستید. من
Like he said, you were tied our own hands. Like, they came out, killed our supreme leader and Qasem Soleimani, and now when it's time for us to go kill Bibi and Trump, we came and signed this, tied our own hands. We already told them that, yeah, we like, it's okay for you to come kill our supreme leader and Qasem Soleimani, but we can't come kill Trump and Netanyahu. We already signed this. That's what he's saying. Okay, let me see. I want to see if I got any messages. Okay. Neil Bunny was saying first airborne was a joke. Tell them the U.S. military will deliver the food to the Iranian people and possibly weapons and weapons. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh my god! Well, we'll see about that. All right, let me actually get another update on what's happening, and then we'll go to which ones do you guys like? Talking about the updates from the U.S. side or the updates from the American side? Because I like to get updates on the American side too, so that we know what's happening. We could keep switching it. The updates from the American side is like because we need to get updated on that. That's important. But the updates on the Iranian side are things that we're not going to get anywhere else. So we need both. So let's switch between them. Let me play this for a second. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me read your super chats. You like both? Yeah, okay. So thank you so much, Nila, for the super chat saying Nila. Oh, like the Nile River. Oh, Nyla. Okay. With an A. Okay. XOXOLOL. Okay, thank you. I'll try to remember that. Nyla. Okay, thank you for correcting me. What a beautiful name now that I know how it's pronounced. Wow. And Amir, thank you so Amir, gifting 10 memberships. Thank you so much for the gifts. Santa Claus of our chat. Always coming up with gifts. Thank you. BT with a super chat. BT June, thank you so much. 2 Khamenei's, 1 cup. Got it. Oh my god. Yes, exactly. And BT June with another super chat saying, damn it, who took my super chat before it posted? Nobody. Thank you, BT June. Thank you. And I don't know how to pronounce that. Russia, I think. Rusio. Thank you so much. You became a member. Thank you. Thank you for joining our group. One of us now. All right, let's play this update. I'll be right back. I'll do a bio break while I'm away. Let me just play this really quickly while I'm away.
Welcome back. The Trump administration expressing some confidence on progress in hammering out a final deal with Iran, but the president isn't letting up the pressure. He's now issuing some new warnings to the regime about complying with the initial agreement reached so far.
I think Iran, I can say on a sort of a different scale, is in its own way working out very well. Maybe it's hard to say just as well, but maybe almost just as well. And we're doing very well in terms of negotiating a fair and reasonable deal. If Iran doesn't live up to their agreement, or if they're not behaving, I will do what I have to do.
Trey Yinks is joining us live in Tel Aviv with the latest on this. Trey?
Yeah, hey, Bill, good morning. After Vice President JD Vance announced that Iran has agreed to allow IAEA inspectors into their country, President Trump posted on Truth Social this morning, in part saying if they did not agree to this, there would be no further negotiations. The Iranians today put out a statement of their own saying this.
We neither had a meeting with the Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, nor do we have any plan for the agency to inspect Iran's nuclear facilities damaged as a result of the US military aggression and the Zionist regime. Fundamentally, there is no procedure in this regard.
So, guys, this is crazy, okay? Do you have my audio? This is absolutely crazy because I know the Islamic Republic lies all the time, but this is at a different level because how are they going to get away with this? President Trump is saying that, the White House is saying we're going to give them lunch money, food money, okay, to come buy food in the United States, American food, and they're going to be able to buy nothing else with it. And in return, we're going to get IAEA inspectors inside Iran and American ones too, which is really good if that happens, right? But then the Islamic Republic is coming up. Nope. No IAEA inspectors are coming in. We have not agreed to that. And they also say we don't have to buy American food. We could buy, with this money that we're getting, we could buy any food, and we might buy American food. And they actually have the audacity to say if it is good quality. So, oh my God, the Islamic Republic is like, nope, no IAEA inspectors are coming anywhere near our facilities. And thank you for the food vouchers. We're gonna go shop around. And if American food is good quality, we might consider buying it. We don't know. I mean, if that doesn't make President Trump want to drop a bomb on their fucking head, I don't know what does, right? What else do these fuckers need to say for the President Trump? Like, okay, fuck these people. Let's fucking kill some motherfuckers. Okay, so I don't know, but it says, it is really infuriating for the United States to allow these people come out. I mean, then if that's not what's happening, then what the fuck did you give up? Like, you got, the Islamic Republic is getting billions of dollars, 6 billion here, 28 later, 24 later in oil money. Okay, and if the Americans gave you that, you must have given up something big. Hopefully. So you're saying no inspectors? So you mean, I mean, why would you believe them? Obviously, the Islamic Republic is lying. Well, first of all, right now, the situation as it is, you don't know who's telling the truth anymore. Like, you can, nothing any side is saying can be believed until it actually happens. None of it can be believed until it actually happens. That's what. You guys agree with that? Nothing. But two, the Islamic Republic right now, because I know the internal politics of the Islamic Republic, if they come out and say we're not letting any inspectors in, and then the inspectors come in, this will be even more humiliating to the Islamic Republic than just if they said from the beginning that we're letting inspectors in. It seems like if that is their strategy to just lie about it, I hope they're lying about it. I hope we're not going to be let down by the White House and then no inspectors go in, especially American inspectors. That's what we're being promised right now, right? But it seems the Islamic Republic is just doing, let me survive the next 48 hours. Once the inspector come in, like, they're trying to survive. They're trying to hold back the pro-regime, anti-MOU people by saying that. Like, no, we're not allowing any inspectors in. But then once the inspectors come in, the fact that they lie about it will be very, very costly to them because, like, you lied to us. But at least they're buying time. Guys, the Islamic Republic is not just buying time with the United States. They're buying time with their own supporters. Their supporters who are anti-MOU. That's what's happening here. So let me go forward a little bit before I go back to the super chats.
Fundamentally, there is no procedure in this regard.
A U.S. official is directly responding to these comments from top Iranian officials, saying, as President Trump and Vice President Vance have made clear, the Iranians have agreed to robust IAEA inspections of the remains of their nuclear weapons program, which was totally obliterated by Operation Midnight Hammer and Operation Epic Fury. This official goes on to say the Iranian regime will say what they have to say for their domestic audience, but the fact remains that we've reached a major milestone toward permanently ending Iran's nuclear program. Now, President Trump spoke from the Oval Office on Monday, saying that if Iran doesn't live up to their end of the agreement, he'll do what he has to do. The focus over the next 60 days will remain on addressing Iran's nuclear ambitions and keeping the Strait of Hormuz open. With the initial agreement in place, millions of barrels of crude oil are leaving the Persian Gulf each day.
We took in more oil yesterday than has ever gone through the Strait. You probably see that we have an oil gusher. The Strait is totally open. You know that, and we're negotiating. We'll see how that all goes. But we have two things: we have an open Strait, and we have a country that will never have a nuclear weapon. Will never, ever have a nuclear weapon.
On Monday, the U.S. Treasury authorized Iranian oil sales, temporarily waiving long-placed sanctions against the Iranian regime. The sanctions relief will be controlled by the United States, and unfrozen money Iran receives in the future will be used to purchase food and medical supplies for the Iranian people, according to President Trump. Now, since the meeting in Switzerland, we have seen a reduction in the tension between Israel and Hezbollah. Another key point in this broader memorandum of understanding, the Israelis say they did take some action against Hezbollah gunmen earlier today that were threatening their forces. Bill?
All right, Trey Yings reporting live for us in Tel Aviv, Israel this morning. Trey, thank you.
Okay, guys, I forgot that we need to go to our time flies when I talk to you guys. Holy shit. It's time for our discussion group. Guys, come talk to me in the discussion group. Let me actually do the super chats really fast. I'll put the link to our discussion group. I didn't know it's that time. Guys, I have so much fun talking to you guys that time flies. Okay. So I'll read the super chats. And then after that, we'll go to our discussion group. And guys, look at this. Today is open. Today is open discussion group. Oh, see, that's the time. Good thing I have an alarm for this. So jump right in. I had so much more to share. With you guys. Okay, I'll do it next time. I have so much Dorka juice, and guys, there's so much drama within the Islamic Republic, and I have all of it. But today is open. That means anybody can join. You could, once you come to the discussion group, either click on this thing, or click on the calendar and find the ones that is happening right now and come join us over there. Okay. But let me just really quickly. So guys, the link is in the chat. The link is in the QR code in the top left. The link is in the bio section of the Liberty Politics YouTube channel. And the link is to the discussion group is also in the description. But let me really quickly go through your super chats. Thank you so much, Ruseo. I'm probably mispronouncing your name, but sorry. Rusier, I think. Yeah, maybe. So 10 gifts for the people in the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate the gifts. Thank you so much. Ida with a super chat saying, thank you so much for joining the ride. The roller coaster we're on. Yes. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle. Okay. Let me make sure. The vehicle the whole time. Your head though. That's up to you. Okay. Yes, guys. Oh my God. Yes. So, guys, this is like, we say it's the Trump roller coaster. Everybody knows this, right? Let me actually bring the picture associated with this. Yep. Let me bring it here. There we go. We have that. This is the meme. Oh, let me remove. Yep. This is us. This is us. I think many of us, at least. I think. Okay. Hopefully. Oh, I froze. Hopefully, we'll come out at the end of all of the surviving. We'll see. With our heads intact. Amir, thank you so much for the super chat saying, one day I'll flex on my grandchildren that I made a top famous celebrity say dumb motherfucker for $5 on a live stream. I'm not a celebrity, but okay. I say that for free. Okay, but thank you, Amir. And then BT June with the last super chat saying, jokes on them. What? Ew. What is that? Oh, no. I misread that. Corn syrup. Oh, my God. I wrote something else. It's far away. Corn syrup. Enjoy diabetes. Oh, no. Has that been the plan all this long? Yeah. Are we trying to kill them with diabetes? With IRGC with the diabetes? Okay. Yeah. Slowly. Okay. And also we save American lives. We sell them the corn. They have corn syrup and they die from diabetes. We increase the price of corn in the United States. Less people use corn syrups. More American lives are saved. That's the 5D. That has been the 5D chess all this time. That we're just increasing the price. Okay, now I get it. Okay, touche, I guess, right? Okay. Win-win on all sides. Exactly. Yeah, win-win. Okay, this has been the plan all this time. I didn't know. Oh, by the way, guys, I know I'm going to go to the discussion group and some of you are not going to join. However, you could just come listen. You could go, if you go to our YouTube, like on Liberty Politics, if you go to the live section, you could see that the next live coming up, you could just basically listen to our discussion in the discussion group right over here. So you could either join the discussion group and participate and speak, or if you don't want to come there to speak, just like in 5 minutes, we're going to go live exactly where we are right now. We're going to go live and you get to join in and listen in to our discussion, right? But consider coming into the group and talk to us. We have daily group calls. All right. So this was us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yes, until the next stream, which is in 5 minutes. Okay. I'm Israel Chai, Slava Ukrainian, Cuba Libre, Long Live America, Javid Shah, Payande, Iran. Mwah. See you guys in 5.